Φίλες και φίλοι, καλησπέρα σας. Καλώς ήρθατε στην εκπομπή Καλησπέρα Μελβούρνη, που επιμελείται και παρουσιάζει ο Σωτήρης Σωτηρόπουλος. Σήμερα έχουμε τη χαρά να βρισκόμαστε έξω από το στούντιο. Είμαστε στο πάρκο του Λίστερφιλ, όπου αιτία είναι η εκδρομή που οργάνωσε η Ομοσπονδία Συλλόγων Ελλήνων ηλικιωμένων. Πολλοί κόσμος παρευρέθηκε, καλεσμένοι επίσημοι, αλλά να περάσουμε να δούμε τι γίνεται, να πάρουμε μία γεύση.
Όλα τα πουλάκια για μάνα μάν, όλα τα πουλάκια ζυγά ζυγά. Πουλά και έτσι λίγο πουλά. Λαρούνα η δόνια και πουλιά μορλά.
Για τις πιο δύσκολες ώρες σας, είμαστε κοντά σας. Παναγιώτης Τζιότσης, Orthodox Funeral Services. Με κατανόηση, συνέπεια και επαγγελματισμό, όπως απαιτούν οι περιστάσεις. Παναγιώτης Τζιότσης, Orthodox Funeral Services. Τηλέφωνο 03 95 68 58 58.
Greek News 24. Πώς θα μάθω τα νέα στην Μελβούρνη? Greek News 24. Πώς θα μάθω τι γίνεται στην παροικία μας? Greek News 24. Μάθε τα νέα στην Ελλάδα, στην Αυστραλία και σε όλο τον κόσμο. Greek News 24. Έγκαιρα και έγκυρα.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and fellow senior citizens of Victoria, you will come here today to celebrate the 1st of May. The rest in English, my coordinator continue, but I have to speak in Greek. Η Πρωτομαγιά είναι Διεθνής ημέρα εργατών. Πάνω απ' όλα να συμπληρώσω ότι στην Ελλάδα την Πρωτομαγιά γιορτάζαμε με τα λουλούδια και είχε όμορφα τραγούδια για την Πρωτομαγιά. Μετά όμως εκαθιερώθηκε και σαν ημέρα εργατών. Με τη βιομηχανική επανάσταση που έγινε κατά το 1640-1650 στο Ηνωμένο Βασίλειο και συγκεκριμένα στην Σκωτία και Βόρεια Αγγλία, αρχίζει και η απάνθρωπη και ανήθικη εκμετάλλευση των εργατικών τάξεων. Την περίοδο εκείνη δεν είχαν θεσπιστεί νόμοι και κανόνες από τις κυβερνήσεις για τη διασφάλιση των δικαιωμάτων και το ωράριο εργασίας των εργατών. Οι εργατικές σχέσεις με τους πάσης φύσεως εργοδότες, το ωράριο εργασίας, οι αμοιβές και γενικώς τα δικαιώματα των εργατών ήταν αποκλειστική υπόθεση των εργοδοτών. Οι εργάτες δεν είχαν δικαιώματα, αλλά ούτε και κρατική υποστήριξη, αυτοί ουσιαστικά ήσαν δούλοι. Δούλοι των εργοδοτών. Το ωράριο εργασίας είχε καθιερωθεί σε 16 ώρες την ημέρα ή και περισσότερο για άντρες, γυναίκες και παιδιά 8 και 9 χρονών. Οι γυναίκες είχαν το ελαφρυντικό τεκνοποίησης, θυλασμού και προστασίας των παιδιών. Για τούτο οι άνδρες ήσαν εκείνοι που έπρεπε να εργάζονται περισσότερες ώρες για τη συντήρηση της οικογένειας. Σε πολλές περιπτώσεις, λόγω των πολλών ώρων εργασίας, δεν επρόθεναν να πάνε στα σπίτια τους και κοιμούνται στο εργοστάσιο. Τα παιδιά 8 και 9 χρόνων έπιαναν δουλειά στα εργοστάσια και δούλευαν χωρίς να σταματήσουν ούτε για φαγητό. Για να μην χάνουν την παραγωγή οι εργοδότες, τα τάιζαν με το κουτάλι στο στόμα. Ενώ αυτά δούλευαν, οι απάνθρωποι, η άγρια, η ανήθικη εκμετάλλευση των εργατικών τάξεων έφτασε στο αποκορύφωμα και κατά τον 19ο αιώνα και συγκεκριμένως το 1886 στην πολιτεία του Σικάγο της Αμερικής, εκεί την 1η Μαΐου, με την περίπτωση της χορτοφαγοράς. Πραγματοποιήθηκε γενική απεργία εργατών για τη διεκδίκηση 8 ώρων εργασίας και σεβασμό της παγκοσμίου ειρήνης. Στις 4 Μαΐου η αστυνομία επιτέθηκε για να διαλύσει τη συγκέντρωση του πλήθους που υποστήριζε την απεργία των εργατών. Τη στιγμή εκείνη ένα άγνωστο άτομο έριξε μια βόμβα και η αστυνομία αντέδρασε πυροβολώντας τους συγκεντρωμένους εργάτες. Το αιματηρό αυτό επεισόδιο είχε ως αποτέλεσμα 8 να σκοτωθούν και να τραυματιστούν 60 αστυνομικοί, αλλά και να σκοτωθεί άγνωστος αριθμός πολιτών. Μετά την αιματηρά γεγονότα, εκατοντάδες ηγέτες εργατικών και συμπαθούντες συνελήφθησαν, εκ των οποίων 4 εκτελέστηκαν με απαγχωνισμό. Την επομένη ημέρα, 5η Μαΐου, στην πολιτεία Wilkinson, η τοπική εθνοφρουρά πυροβόλησε το πλήθος των απεργών εργατών, σκοτώνοντας 7 συμπεριλαμβανομένου και ένα παιδί σχολικής ηλικίας. Μετά τα δραματικά γεγονότα της Αμερικής, η Πρωτομαγιά θεσπίστηκε διεθνώς ως ημέρα εργατών. Πιο συγκεκριμένα το 1887 η πολιτεία του Όρεγκον της Αμερικής ήταν η πρώτη πολιτεία που καθιέρωσε επισήμως την 1η Μαΐου ως ημέρα εργασίας των εργατών. Το 1894 η Ομοσπονδιακή Κυβέρνηση των Ηνωμένων Πολιτειών της Αμερικής εκήρυξε επισήμως την ημέρα αυτήν ως ημέρα εργασίας, ενώ την ιδίαν περίοδο 30 πολιτείες των Ηνωμένων Πολιτειών επισήμως εόρτασαν την ημέρα αυτήν ως ημέρα αργίας. Ο εορτασμός της Πρωτομαγιάς εκτός των Ηνωμένων Πολιτειών Αμερικής επεκτάθη σε παγκόσμια κλίμακα, όπου ανεξαρτήτως πολιτικών, ιδεολογικών, αναγνωρίστηκε και εορτάζεται ετησίως ως ημέρα της εργατικής τάξεως. Μετά τους αιματηρούς αγώνες των εργατών κερδίθησαν μερικά εργατικά δικαιώματα και ιδιαιτέρως το σημαντικότερο οι 8 ώρες εργασίας. Γι' αυτό σήμερα την εργατική αυτήν Πρωτομαγιά την εορτάζουμε ως ημέρα μνήμης και σεβασμού των αγωνιστέντων και φωνευθέντων εργαζομένων, αλλά και υπενθυμίζεται στην εργατικών κόσμο ότι πρέπει να διαφυλάξει τα κεκτημένα δικαιώματα τα οποία είχαν απανθρώπως καταπατηθεί εις το παρελθόν υπό των εργοδοτών. Και εδώ να σας θυμίσω τι έγινε το 1985, πρόσφατα εδώ στην Αυστραλία. Πριν 37 χρόνια αφαιρέθηκαν όλα τα δικαιώματα των συνταξιούχων από την κυβέρνηση της Αυστραλίας, χωρίς κανένας να διαμαρτυρηθεί. Ευχαριστώ και χρόνια πολλά.
Για τις πιο δύσκολες ώρες σας, είμαστε κοντά σας. Παναγιώτης Τζιότσης, Orthodox Funeral Services. Με κατανόηση, συνέπεια και επαγγελματισμό, όπως απαιτούν οι περιστάσεις. Παναγιώτης Τζιότσης, Orthodox Funeral Services. Τηλέφωνο 03 95 68 58 58.
Greek News 24. Πώς θα μάθω τα νέα στην Μελβούρνη? Greek News 24. Πώς θα μάθω τι γίνεται στην παροικία μας? Greek News 24. Μάθε τα νέα στην Ελλάδα, στην Αυστραλία και σε όλο τον κόσμο. Greek News 24. Έγκαιρα και έγκυρα.
Πρωτομαγιά originated in ancient Greece as a celebration of nature's rebirth, spring and flowers. The month of May was named after the Greek goddess Maya, who was the ancient goddess of fertility. Traditionally in Greece, many people go to their village or countryside to celebrate. The children fly kites and gather flowers to make wreaths called stefania. They are hung on the front of their doors and welcome spring and sometimes summer. It is also the date that the locals try to have their first swim of the season. 1st of May is also a very important International Labour Day. It is an annual holiday to celebrate the achievement of workers. It has its origins in the workers' union movement, specifically the 8-hour day movement, which resembles 8 hours of work, 8 hours of recreation, and 8 hours of rest. Today, we celebrate for the first time at this wonderful park all these traditions and hope that next year we can continue these traditions. Thank you very much.
Thanks everyone. I'm Julian Hill, Federal Labor MP for this area, and I'd like to welcome everyone from all over Melbourne to this beautiful park in Listerfield. Been moving around, we've got 110 different clubs were invited from right across Victoria, indeed, and driving in I wasn't sure whether I'd actually be able to find everyone. That was a silly idea because I should have known that Greek Australians would be playing music, dancing and having lots of loud fun on the weekend. Thank you to my friends here I see from the Bentley and Brighton Club for the Sipero. I only had one. Only one. And hello to my friends from the Dandenong Greek Club at St Pantaleimon. That's right. Yes, you're here with the flag. Yeah, and from everywhere, I'm not going to try to acknowledge everyone. It's absolutely fantastic, of course, after such a difficult couple of years across the world and in Victoria, that we can all be together safely again. And I think it's fantastic that you've organised this celebration, President John. Thank you for your leadership in bringing everyone together and continuing this ancient cultural tradition. There are no better migrants to modern multicultural Australia than Greeks. The contribution you have made to Australia, but particularly to my home city of Melbourne, is just fantastic. I cannot imagine growing up in a city without the contribution of Greek Australians. I was talking to Cleo wherever you are. Cleo was a lot of fun. She told me she's been here 57 years. That's longer than I've been here. 57 as well. Cleo just came when she was 18. I said, why? She said, why not? 60 years. And in that time, you have been the very best of modern migration to Australia. And I'd acknowledge Bwe Thay here from the Victorian Multicultural Commission. Perhaps like the older brother, the older sister, the first child of migrants to Australia, you've led the way for all those who've come after you. You've got the perfect blend of working, contributing, starting businesses, getting elected to parliaments, playing sport, being on TV, every part of Australian life. But you've also continued your culture and heritage. And Despina here, Despina Skoulis, works in my office. She loves her Greek culture. She speaks Greek to all the residents and is the perfect granddaughter of all of you. There she is. She didn't have the Sipero though, she's driving. So thank you for the contribution you've made to Australia, and can I also just say in closing, this celebration, of course, is to mark the changing of the seasons. It's to have a bit of fun. And also, as you referred to, it is also International Workers' Day. 8 hours work, 8 hours sleep or rest, 8 hours play. I don't think Greek Australians have got that balance right, actually, because I know that you have worked so hard, often working 2 jobs to pay off the mortgage. You've worked more than your 8 hours and you deserve a lot of fun in your retirement here. So it's great to see everyone. Final thing I want to say is thank you for the support from so many older Greek Australians for the Labor Party, which I represent. Not everyone votes Labor, but I say it's never too late for self-improvement and to change. I don't give up on you. So we do have an election. I hope that just as we're changing the seasons, we'll see a change of government in this country to restore integrity and decency and care to our national government. But that's not up to me, that's up to all of you over the next 3 weeks. So thank you so much and I wish everyone a great day.
Thank you and welcome everybody today, and thank you for inviting me along to this wonderful occasion. I'd like to acknowledge my parliamentary colleagues, Julian Hill, the federal member for Bruce, and Kim Wells, the state member for Rowville, as well as Bwe Thay from the Victoria Multicultural Commission. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank John Koutsoulias and the Federation for organising this event. It's a really important event that celebrates 2 occasions, the changing of the seasons and International Workers' Day. And John, in his letter that was read out by John, outlined the genesis of these 2 celebrations, but they both come about and talk about the importance of unity and coming together for the community and what can be achieved when we are united. And after what has been a difficult couple of years, coming together and celebrating occasions like this where we can enjoy each other's company, reconnect with friends and family, but also make new friends and make new memories are so important, because I know it was a difficult time, and being able to share and meet with people and enjoy each other's company is so important. Those bonds of friendship, the times we share together with our loved ones mean so much to us all. And the Greek community has contributed so much to our society, and the bonds between Australia and Greece are enduring and continue to grow. They go back to the First World War, when Greece supported Australian troops landing in Gallipoli. And these connections have endured through time, and we have fought together side by side in wars ever since. We share the same values. We fight for democracy and for what's right, we are a strong community connection together, and we've only seen that in recent days when we've had the Edzones out here from Greece. We currently have a visiting exhibition of Greek artefacts signifying the contribution that Greeks have made to the world. They have influenced the world in so many different ways, and the fact that Melbourne hosts the 3rd biggest Greek city in the world is no small feat, and it's something that we can all be very proud of. I'm proud of my Greek heritage. My family migrated here in '67 and have made their home here, but we have never lost connection with our heritage. And I'm proud to see the Limnians here today, but also a number of other clubs from my electorates, from Dandenong, from Frankston, but also clubs from as far away as Werribee and Reservoir and everywhere in between. And this event is something that I hope can be built on in coming years, and we can make this even bigger and a wonderful celebration of the strength of the Greek community, because we are strong and we can be united and we can do wonderful things together. We can continue to do the great work that we've achieved. And again, in conclusion, I want to basically close by thanking the Federation, who represent 112 seniors organisations and have done wonderful work advocating on behalf of those organisations, supporting them, providing valuable information and guidance to them, and supporting the seniors communities with all the resources and assistance that they need. And I want to thank you all for being wonderful wonderful servants in the community, for the work and the contribution you have made to our truly vibrant, multicultural community. And now all that's left to do is to celebrate, enjoy the day, don't drink too much tiporo, but dance, have fun, and enjoy the wonderful weather. Thank you.
How good is it? Firstly, my name's Kim Wells. I'm the Liberal MP for Roval. So welcome to Listerfield, and after 2 years of lockdown, how good is this to be able to actually get out and enjoy and meet and talk and drink and dance? It's just so good. Can I just say, to an Australian, you would think that the people that, countries that are associated closely with Australia are New Zealand, England, South Africa, maybe Canada. But it's not until you actually go to Greece that you realise the massive similarities between Greece and Australia. And as Lee was talking, when I went over to Greece with Lee, to see the way the Greek people look after the Australian graves, the Australian memorials, when we were fighting side by side in World War I and every other war that takes place, it's just incredible. And you go around Athens and you think you're in Melbourne most of the time. The closeness between our two countries is so significant, and it's with people like Lee, the work that you've done, making sure that that connection continues. Lee and I went onto one of the Greek warships in Lemnos, I think it was. And when I was speaking to the captain, his accent was as strong as mine. He'd actually grown up in Sydney. Hence the connection between our two great countries. Moved back to Greece to marry a Greek girl, but still loved, obviously his country, still loved Australia. So can I thank you for the invitation to be here. I love being at Greek functions, always such good fun. And for those that left Greece, back in the 60s or the 50s, it must have been a really tough decision to leave behind family members. So I understand that. But I thank you for choosing Australia as your next country to come to make this country the great country it is today. And it's thanks, many, many thanks to the Greek people that have come here. So thank you so much.
I would like to start off by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we are gathered here today. I pay my respect to the Wurundjeri and the Bunurong people of the Kulin Nation. I pay my respect to the elders, past and present, and any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people present here today. My name is Bwe Thay and I'm the Deputy Chairperson at the Victorian Multicultural Commission. The V.M.C. is a statutory body which was created to support and celebrate multiculturalism in Victoria across all levels of governments. I would also like to acknowledge our dignitaries who are here with us today. Mr. Julian Hill, member for Bruce, Lη Ταρλάμης, MP, Kim Wells, MP, and also I want to acknowledge the president of the Greek Elderly Citizen Club of Melbourne, John Kostoulis and Michael Profiris. Sorry if I got it wrong. But how good is this? What a beautiful weather and also so amazing and fantastic to see each other in person and come together like this. I was very delighted when I got the invitation and thank you very much, John, for extending the invitation to the V.M.C. A few things I just wanted to mention. I wanted to commend and thank your leadership and Michael's leadership and all the other volunteers for bringing all the 100 plus senior clubs together. How wonderful is that? And all its representatives. The season of change is just a reflection as I am from one of the new and emerging communities. A couple of months ago, I had the opportunity to visit the Hellenic Museum where my dear friend Ross, who is the former deputy chair at the V.M.C. and also who looks after the Hellenic Museum, gave me a tour. And it was heartwarming to see the different saints, the arts, the literature, and so many more about the Greek heritage. And it was such a learning curve for me. And I feel very blessed in Victoria, where we can showcase our culture, our identity, and also share that with the broader communities, where we can educate one another, where we can build tolerance, where we can build friendship. to me, the seasons of change, this celebration, I reflect upon the opportunity to start a new journey, to begin something wonderful, and reflecting on the last couple of years where we had to give up the things that we love doing in order to keep each other safe. And I want to commend all our multicultural communities, and in particularly the Greek seniors clubs for the kindness and the care that you have shown one another to support one another through a very, very difficult time. And of course, it is because of everyone's contribution we are able to celebrate events like this in person. How wonderful is it? And I just want to mention that in seasons of celebration of hardship or of hardship, it is important that we connect with each other, and that today's gathering represents that. Just to refresh our memories, almost a third of us in this beautiful state were born overseas, and many of us come here hoping for a better life. And my community in particular, we've been very new to this country, but also we've come here as refugees. And there are many ways that many people come to this country to build a better life. But I'm glad to say that Victoria, in particularly, is so welcoming of all cultures, communities, so that we can have a better future for our next generation. I want to thank the Greek senior clubs for paving the path for many of the new and emerging communities. It is your contribution and your hard work that we are seeing that our communities, like my communities, the Burmese community, are able to enjoy the freedom and also the opportunities to share our cultures. So thank you for that. I hope this unites us as we go forward, be it a challenging time, be it time of celebration. I hope that our communities can merge together and continue to work together. I sincerely hope that I will be invited in the many more years of celebrations to come, John, and I look forward to spending this beautiful afternoon with the community here. Thank you.
Μια τελευταία κουβέντα, αν μπορούμε να όλοι ένα θερμό χειροκρότημα για όλους τους προσκεκλημένους. Όλοι εδώ ήρθαν για σας. Όλοι ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Ο Πρόεδρος με το Συμβούλιο έχουν κάνει ό,τι καλύτερο για να μαζευτούμε εδώ σήμερα. Συγχαρητήρια σε όλους σας που μαζευτήκατε σήμερα. Αξίζετε ένα θερμό χειροκρότημα. Επ' ευκαιρίας να ευχαριστήσουμε τον Νίκο Λούπο με το 3XY, το Σωτήρη Σωτηρόπουλο με το κανάλι 31, καλησπέρα Μελβούρνη, και βέβαια οι προσκεκλημένοι θα είναι εδώ για λίγη ώρα, όσοι θέλετε να τους μιλήσετε για τα προβλήματά σας. You'll be staying here for a little bit to have photo opportunities and mingle, yes? Okay. Please respect them. They're people like us. They're here to voice your opinion. Spyrako, yes, we have to thank him. DJ Spyrako, thank you very much for your music. He will continue. Μέχρι αργά θα παίξουμε, μέχρι να σκοτεινιάσει λιγάκι. Αλλά πάνω απ' όλα ένα χειροκρότημα πάλι για τον Πρόεδρο και την Ομοσπονδία.
Ευχαριστώ όλους σας σήμερα που είσαστε εδώ. Είναι πράγματι, παρότι ήταν ευσπεσμένα έγινε, δεν είχε προετοιμαστεί. Ο λόγος που έγινε αυτή η εκδήλωση σημερινή δεν είχε κανένα άλλο σκοπό ή μη μόνο επειδή για 2 χρόνια δεν είχαμε κάνει καμιά εκδήλωση και η σκέψη ήταν να βγούμε λίγο έξω, μιας ήταν Πρωτομαγιά. Ελπίζω όμως να μας μείνει συνήθεια και κάθε χρόνο να βρισκόμαστε εδώ στο ίδιο πάρκο ή κάπου αλλού για να γιορτάζουμε, αλλά όλοι μαζί, όλοι μαζί. Ευχαριστώ όλους σας σήμερα που είσαστε εδώ. Είναι πράγματι, παρότι ήταν ευσπεσμένα έγινε, δεν είχε προετοιμαστεί. Ο λόγος που έγινε αυτή η εκδήλωση σημερινή δεν είχε κανένα άλλο σκοπό ή μη μόνο επειδή για 2 χρόνια δεν είχαμε κάνει καμιά εκδήλωση και η σκέψη ήταν να βγούμε λίγο έξω, μιας ήταν Πρωτομαγιά. Ελπίζω όμως να μας μείνει συνήθεια και κάθε χρόνο να βρισκόμαστε εδώ στο ίδιο πάρκο ή κάπου αλλού για να γιορτάζουμε, αλλά όλοι μαζί, όλοι μαζί. Ευχαριστώ.
Φίλες και φίλοι, εδώ φτάσαμε στο τέλος της απόψινής μας εκπομπής. Σας ευχαριστούμε που μας παρακολουθήσατε. Σας ευχαριστούμε που βρεθήκατε εδώ στην εκδρομή της Ομοσπονδίας Συλλόγων Ελλήνων Ηλικιωμένων, που πήραμε και εσείς και εμείς τον καθαρό μας αέρα. Μέχρι την επόμενη εβδομάδα, από τον Σωτήρη Σωτηρόπουλο, γεια σας και χαρά σας.